Okay, so if you watch my channel, you notice this is the very first video ever made of this bike. When I first got it, it was delivered from the dealer, so it was all nice and shiny. This is how it was when we got it. Came with the full Remus exhaust system. Otherwise it was pretty much standard as it left the factory. Slight mark on the front mudguard, but I resprayed that. Still had the original chain sprockets on it, I think, from when it was new. Somebody fitted a steering damper, no idea why. Mileage was about just over 16,000 miles when we got it. The exhaust with it, still had the baffle in when we got it. Still had the original shock. We're back to the same spot, although about a year later, because it's just over a year later. I thought I'd go back and do another video in the same spot. There's the bikers who've got it now. You can see the accessories are fitted on it. We did some crash gungs on the frame sliders, whatever you want to call them. Fitted a little fender extender on the front mudguard. Rear hugger on the back. Obviously the new shock as well. GB rack, just a tank protector on the tank. Running it without the baffle now, so it sounds nice. Chain and sprockets on this side. Bar risers. Show you how effective that is. Mileage is up to 21.7 I think, something like that now. Got a top box for it, but just use a little bag on the back mostly. It's a new front tyre. It's Pilot Road 4 on the front, the original one while we're out. I'll just do a couple of little videos from the dash camera, take with me. So I just thought some people say that these bikes don't handle very well, but I've not got a problem with it. So this is a twisty road that goes downhill. Some nice sharp bends in it, so it's just a case of choosing the spot on the road where you're going to turn, counter steer it, and it just goes around the corner. Simple as that, really. Just choosing the spot on the road where I'm going to turn, and then just turn. Front tyre helps with that. More grip on the front tyre makes it more precise on the steering now than what first was with the BT23 tyre. It's a lot more precise on the steering now. So that's that little clip. Just going up a hill here, just steady climbing. Just shows you the flexibility of the engine now. It's got a good spread of power. It doesn't seem to matter what gear you're in. Come up behind a load of traffic here with a big heavy lorry. So I think I'm just in 4th gear here, just rolling on. See, the engine's hardly working at all. safe spot to overtake really. See if I can get past a lot of them in one go. So there's no having to change down gears or anything with this bike. You just go with whatever gear you're in, you can just go. So you didn't even have to use all the power there, just short shifted to 5th and 6th gear. And just, I think that's 6th gear now, just rolling around that corner, just nice, just holds the line, just smooth around the corner, that's it. It doesn't seem to care what gear you're in, it just goes in whatever gear. It's lovely smooth power delivery. Back with the drift camera now. So you see the difference in the quality. So reliability wise, I've never had any problems. It always starts first time. Whether it's hot or cold, it always starts first time, no problems, no reliability issues with the bike. All the work I put into servicing, if you watch my other videos with the servicing on this bike, see it's all started to pay off now. Now I can, because we'd run the lockdown for about 5 months before I could get out riding this bike properly, so I'm making the most of it now. All the work I put in just paid off. No flat spots in the acceleration. There's pulls in every gear, anywhere, any revs. The new rear shocks help the handling. It goes around corners just nice now. The fact that you can more or less ride it in 5th and 6th gear everywhere means you get great fuel economy as well. Never get any less than 200 miles to a tank. It's usually over 200 miles depending, unless you're really going for it. There isn't much more I can do to this bike now to make it any better, except for better tyres maybe. Moving on to the Michelin PR4s now. I might try the PR5s eventually, Michelin Pilot Road 5s, probably a bit more grippy than the 4s, but just to get a bit more grip on the corners, make it handle a little bit better. Apart from that, there's not much else I can do. You're limited on cornering anyway, the speeds you can go, because you can only go as fast as the distance you can see to stop, so that's your limit point really, isn't it, for corners? It's not the bike that holds you back, it's the roads, speed limits and cars and everything else. It's got way more performance, this bike, than you can ever use on the road. You need to take it to a track or something to see what it could really do, but if you want to keep your license, you've got to keep the speeds down. Just keep it in the higher gears and save the petrol really. Bike's deceptively fast anyway. You don't think you're going that fast until you look down at the speedometer and you think, right, if you're on a motorway doing 70 miles an hour and just pull out to overtake a car or something, next thing you're doing about 160. It doesn't feel like you're going any faster than you did at 70. That's the problem with these bigger bikes, I suppose. You get used to them after a while though. You just don't have to hit the throttle so hard as you do on smaller bikes. Just a case of feathering the throttle everywhere. So I'm going to get me ZZR1200 all sorted over the winter, and then get that on the road, and I can give this bike a rest and do a few more maintenance items on this bike, then change the fork oil and get the swing arm off, make sure I grease all the swing arm bearings, and just do the servicing I haven't been able to do so far because I've been too busy out enjoying the bike. I think I'll leave the video there for now. I've said what I needed to say, so hope you enjoy your riding on this video. See you on the next one.